Hi and welcome to lesson 5 on how to produce a deep house record. In the previous lesson we focused on the second part of the arrangement with the organ bass line and the road stab, etc. Now what we're going to do is we're going to continue with that and we're going to add a high string sample just to give the track some sort of eeriness and some sort of atmosphere when the second half breaks over. So first things first is go to instruments and get a simpler, drag a simpler in, and then go to your samples pack, and in there should be one called the Violas sus C6. The C6 means which octave it's in. It's in the 6th octave of a keyboard, which is this one. So if we drag the viola sound into the arrangement, and you'll have this. But what we're going to do, we're going to loop it. So press loop and put the attack up about 140. So about 130, 140, something like that. So it just takes off the bottom bit. But then what we're going to do is once we've looped it, we're going to drag over at the beginning of the sample and the end of the sample so that we've got a continuous loop. So it goes like this. So, and then because it's in the octave of C6, we can play the G in the same octave. So find the main key, which is the C, which is that one, and go up to the next G. I'll record it in and you will be able to see what I've done. And all this does is it just gives the track that kind of that feel that you get with a lot of deep house records where they have a high string throughout. So I'll record it and then we'll go from there. So we need to tie that up, change the colour of that. Too many colours there. Let's change that to blue. Double click, open the screen, and you'll see it's on the G there, look. And it's just one continuous note. But what we're going to do is we're going to go back into the simpler, and we're going to put the release up to about 900, 990, 908, something like that. Drop the volume slightly. Got too much attack on, so take the attack down to about 10. That's better. So it doesn't have that rise. It's continuous. And that's that. And then we can put a reverb on that from the send A. So if we go over to our sends and stick a reverb on it. And that's that little bit done. So we just add in another little layer which is quite fundamental in deep house. So if we just call that high string. Okay, and now what we need to do is just copy the beats over. So if you imagine the track is playing and we throw that over. And maybe the volume is probably still a little bit high, but we can do some EQ on that later on anyway. And when we've done the vocals, and we'll chop them up again and we'll add some more and we'll keep alternating it. It will start to sound really effective. Okay, so that's that done. Let's just save that. Okay, and then what we're going to do now is we're going to copy the whole section over that we've just done of the second part of the track and duplicate that there. And in this viola sound that we've done, what we're going to do is we're going to shorten it to there, to halfway through number 5, and then we're going to add another bit. So get your pencil and just draw one in, take your pencil off, and put it on the F below the G. And what this will do is this, look, it will give it the second part of the track, a drop in note. Like that. So that when it plays round, and then we've got the crash in there that will roll that over and make that sound better. Okay, so that's that done. So as you can see with that, what we've done is we've just got the continuous note going all the way across. And what you could actually do if you're going to have 2 bars is just delete that and extend that across like so. again, it's got that kind of classic sort of deep housey kind of US style effect. Right, okay, what we need to do next is we need to install the crash. So over in your samples pack you should have the crash, and there's the crash. Double click on it and pull it down, turn it down a bit. So, with the crashing, what we need to do is we need to put a bit of EQ on that. So, go to Audio Effects, EQ8, and take the bottom end out. Turn number 3 off and turn number 4 off. And just do something like that. So you've got, so what you do is you put number 1 on, and you've got the, what is the low pass filter. It should have this bend here. And then just drag it all the way across. And also put some reverb on there. So go back to your session view, turn the reverb up. Maybe take the volume down slightly. Okay, so that's that bit done. And what we need to do is rename that crash and then drag that up into there somewhere so that it's got the, it's part of the drum set. So that's that. Put one over there as well. Okay, so we've got the high string in and we've just installed the crash. Now what we need to do is we need to head over to the next lesson where we're going to start doing the arrangement. And in the arrangement we'll do the first half with this section here, with the build up of the drums and the introduction of the bass and the vocals and stuff. We'll work on that section, and then when we get to the next part of the arrangement we're going to focus on the build up and the drop in the build-up. So it's kind of like we're going to have some sound effects and some side-chained bushes and things like that to make a really atmospheric breakdown. And then once we've done that, we'll build it back up. And in the next video of arrangements, we'll focus on the second half, which is the main body, which is this. Okay, so thanks very much for watching, and head over to the next lesson. Goodbye.